Rage, the most powerful, yet fragile emotion. It can turn men into monsters and women into, well, frankly, I don't hang around women that much, but I'm sure it's bad for them too. This white-hot wrath can be brought out by many different factors. Perhaps someone cut you off while driving, creating a situation commonly referred to as road rage. Or maybe you're from a very small state next to Connecticut, and you experience the phenomenon known as road rage. Or perhaps you just saw a really ugly frog and find yourself wrapped up in a bit of toad rage. Scientists continually search for new forms of rage, but so far have only come up with 3 types. It's those 3 that I just said, that's all there is. But legend tells of a new fury that exists, and it's more common than you might think. It's the kind that creeps up on you, silent, but sudden. It comes not when you want it, but when you need it. That's right, it's Mario Party rage. For almost 2 decades, these rascals and their star-stealing antics have broken controllers and ruined friendships. We were there through it all, the good times, the bad times, the really bad times. But then, in 2012, everything changed, and the world would never be the same. They added a freaking car! I mean, are you serious? That's right, gone are the days of stealing items and racing for the star, because now you're all piled in the back of mommy's Hyundai Sonata. The rage shifted from anger among friends to just plain anger. What use is a Mario Party game if I'm not planning on tossing a flaming bag of dog shit through my friend's window afterwards? But in 2015, a new game would surface, Mario Party 10. Could they redeem themselves? Surely they heard the outcry. Surely they will make this one even... Ah, come on! Well, with the announcement of Super Mario Party for the Switch, it looks like Nintendo finally decided to stop huffing airplane glue and actually develop a game that will make me want to physically assault my best friends again. In honor of this news, I thought I'd visit the atrocity that is Mario Party 10 and tell you 10 things you didn't know about the game, because isn't life just a constant stream of self-imposed torture and disappointment? This is Smart Attack, and prepare for a stroke of genius. Number 10! Did you know that Mario Party 10 is actually the 14th game in the series? It's odd to think, but Mario is a Japanese franchise, and the Japanese are famously known for being allergic to counting. Just look at the Mario Kart series. Only 3 of them actually have numbers, and how is Mario Kart 64 before Mario Kart 7? Seriously, when are they gonna learn how to count? Number 12? Surprisingly enough, Mario Party 10 is actually the 10th highest selling game for the Wii U, which makes you go, okay, maybe this game ain't so bad, get it, girl? But then you realize it's placed behind a remake of a GameCube game that came out in 2002, and a remake of another game that's also on this list. It lost to 2 versions of the same game. It just goes to show you that the Wii U had a very small library of actually good games.
You were the chosen one! It was said that you would destroy
bad consoles.
Not join them! Bring balance to
my games collection.
Not leave it in darkness!
Ooh, number 8. While there are only 5 different boards to choose from, the environments were actually all inspired from past Mario games, giving keen-eyed fans lots of cool Easter eggs and references to look out for. Mushroom Park was inspired by the popular new Super Mario Bros. U. You can see Toad houses, the different castles, and even Bowser Jr.'s airship makes an appearance. On the other hand, Haunted Trail took assets from new Super Mario Bros. U. Ooh, scary. If that's too frightening, take a dive into Whimsical Waters, which pays homage to a little-known game called New Super Mario Bros. U. Then it's off to the skies in Airship Central. Keep a close eye out and you may see a playful little nod to the fan-favorite New Super Mario Bros. U. So creative. And finally, face the dangers of Chaos Castle, which true fans of the Mario universe will know as a classic callback to a small game by the name of Mario Does Dungeon Porn.
Number 7!
Mario Party 10 may be a flaming log of horse feces rolling down the highway at 3 miles per hour, but the developers actually did directly address some fan concerns in their latest installment. Fans were writing letters saying things like, hey, I'm having too much fun playing a minigame after every turn. Could you make it so that we only play a minigame every, 4 turns? And that's exactly what they did. Oh wait, hold on. No fan ever wrote a letter like that because that would be insane. Yet they still made this game the way they did.
Number 6!
With the popularity of the Amiibo toys created by Nintendo, the developers decided to add an Amiibo Party mode, which you activate with your own Amiibo and play a more traditional board game style game. The team decided to model this game mode after existing board games that share the same level of excitement, such as watching paint dry, gouging your own eyes out with a spoon, and Weekend at Nana's House, but the smelly one, not the chill one who vapes edition. Now, as a side note, I had to play this mode to record footage for this segment, and I've never had less fun playing a video game in my entire life. I'd rather play a game where you abuse puppies than this garbage, because at least I'd actually be able to feel something. It doesn't even let you roll the dice like a normal human being. Every time you want to roll, you have to tap the amiibo on the gamepad and then lift it up, because buttons are too hard. Not to mention, you have to have an amiibo in the first place to even unlock this feature, basically making this paid DLC. I paid money to make this game worse, and now I hate myself and want to pull the plug on Grandpa. Number 5. There's a subtle Easter egg in the game that references the very real problem of child abuse we face in this world. We all know that Bowser Jr. is a model son and would do anything to help his father. He gives him extra dice blocks, allows him to re-roll his absolutely god-awful rolls, and even has his own spaces for players to land on. He doesn't have to do this, mind you. He should be in school. Why isn't Bowser Jr. in school? Does he even have any friends? I mean, Bowser literally lets his son take physical abuse and does nothing about it. Oh, an adult man is jumping on top of my child, but I can't do anything about it because I didn't roll high enough. You're a turtle monster who's clearly impervious to lava. Just get up there and defend your kid. There's even a minigame where you literally steal a hammer from this child and then chase him around a cage and trying to beat the ever-loving bejesus out of him. And where's Bowser? Oh, he's a little busy gambling on roulettes and slots with his friends to care. I mean, how dare you, sir? Shame on you. Shame.
Number 4!
Languages. They help people communicate. Some people speak multiple languages, some only speak one. And some people speak so many languages that you'd think to yourself, hey, how'd you go and do that? Well, since not everyone speaks American, the official language of this Italian plumber made up by Japanese people, it's up to localization teams to translate the games into different languages. Now, we all know the Germans are always up to their classic pranks and tricks, and Mario Party 10 is no exception. Take this innocent minigame, Bubble Squabble. Isn't it just so fun and sweet? Well, in Germany, this game is called Blasenfalle, which Wikipedia would want you to believe translates to blowfall, but everyone who's ever taken a 7th grade intro to German class knows that Germany is half as big as Texas. Everyone knows that, that's just a fact. And you always look up the dirty words first. That word blasen, well, it's slang for fellatio, and that is a silly word. It means blowjob. Nintendo decided to team up with the American Heart Association when developing Mario Party 10 to warn about the dangers of cholesterol and type 2 diabetes. In a scare campaign, they force-fed this hammer bro a 10-piece McNuggets and a buttermilk ranch for 3 years until it turned into this monstrosity. Now it's developed all sorts of health complications, and there's an entire minigame dedicated to shooting it with insulin and cholesterol medication.
Wait, so they actually tortured a guy?
Number 2!
When reached for comments about how the team would address fan complaints, one of the developers, Kevin Applebaum, said, "We hate our fans, honestly. They're just so goddamn needy all the time. They keep saying, get rid of the stupid car, let us play as Diddy Kong." Truly, it was getting annoying. I mean, what more do you want? We brought in Spike. Everyone remembers him. From Mario 3? Remember? Spike? 1. There were rumors of a supposed brand deal that Nintendo would strike up with German auto manufacturer Mercedes-Benz. Instead of riding around Nintendo-themed cars, players would have the option to cram all the characters inside a Mercedes GLA. Obviously that never happened though. I mean, that would be ridiculous if they... Huh? Come again? Oh, they did it for Mario Kart? Oh, well, fuck me then. Let's just advertise anywhere we want. Why isn't Link just drinking ice cold Pepsi while Samus fights off some kids after her Lucky Charms? Thanks for watching. This episode was brought to you by Animal Crackers. That's right, confuse a vegetarian with animal crackers. Join me next time where I tell you 7 things you didn't know about watching your family die in a tragic fire.